Alright guys, so my dough has doubled in size, so we're going to go ahead and finish out our recipe. So if you can see that, I'm going to go ahead and take the plastic wrap off. And you can see that we're nice and big. So before, I had flour on my work surface and that was keeping the dough from sticking. Once your dough has risen, it does not like flour anymore. So from here on out, we're just going to use the oil. And the oil that I have left over in the bowl is enough. You don't need a lot. I'm just going to kind of dump that out. And the oil that is on this is going to allow it to not stick. If you add flour at this point, it will not incorporate, and your end result is you're going to be eating a piece of bread and it's going to have a piece of like raw flour inside of it. So I'm going to take it, just kind of punch it down. Like it said, I'm just going to kind of fold it over. And I'm going to cut it right in half. So it said to make 2 ovals, 6 to 8 inches. We're going to work with one piece at a time. If you can see my hands, I don't have perfect ovals, but they are there. We're making loaves of bread, and this is what gets us starting in that loaf shape. So as I'm punching down, I don't know if you can hear the sound on the video or not, but you can hear the air actually squeezing out of these. And that's kind of what we want. So we have these oval shapes. You're going to fold it like a letter. The recipe that we're using says fold it like a business letter. So I'm going to take half and fold it over. And I'm going to take this other half and fold it over. Now, seam side down, if I just leave it, that's still not stuck because all the oil's in there. So I'm going to take, and I'm actually going to pinch this up. And then a little trick is I'm going to take my finger. If you can get the camera right in here. I'm going to take my finger and put it and pull it up and then pinch it together. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. Just picking it up and then taking it and pinching. And I just want to make sure that I have all that pinched together. And I know that don't look real pretty right now, but it will in a minute. The pinching just kind of seals that fold up that we did. I want to roll it over, just kind of roll it back and forth to create a shape that resembles a loaf of bread. Again, I'm going to pick it back up. I'm going to pull those ends in. And I'm going to pinch anything that's not together. And the pinching is doing absolutely nothing. It's sealing the edges up. And then you just want to work it out and roll that out a little bit. So one side's a little fatter than the other, and I'm just going to kind of play with it to kind of get it the same. Then we'll come to this one. I'm going to go half, half. Kind of press it a little bit. I'm going to pinch that seal. You can even see, I don't know if you can see it, but I just had a bubble that I pinched out. Do you remember when we talked about making the triangle, and if the sides stay, it shows you that you have enough flour in it. And then if we're looking for the bubbles to make sure that we've kneaded it properly. So I'm going to roll it over, kind of give it just a little roll, kind of get that log shape going. And then on that seam side, I'm going to come back to it. I just want to pull, and I just want to really make sure that I've got, you can hear those bubbles popping. Really want to make sure that I just have a really good seal on this. Throw it back. Put it down. Give it a roll. I'm not really rolling it out. I'm just kind of rolling it in my fingers, kind of squishing all those layers together. Lift it back up. I have some that didn't seal. A lot of it's not sealing is because I probably have too much oil that was in my bowl for the bread. Again, my bread is not sticking on my work surface. No need to add flour. Just let the bread and the oil do its thing. Kind of tuck and roll. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on paper. If you have any parchment paper on a pen, that'll help in the process. And then when we come back, I'll show you what it looks like when they've risen for about 30 minutes, this rise, and then we'll cut the slits in it and put flour on top and then do the cornmeal on the bottom. Thanks guys, see you in a minute.